Good evening and welcome to Norristown Area High School. I'm Steve Acavino. Glad to have you by here as we start the 2008-2009 PIAA basketball playoffs. Welcome here at Norristown Area High School. Glad to have you back for another year of playoff basketball here at Norristown High. The Norristown Eagles have had an up and down season, and they plan to at least make another run at the playoffs, possibly even the state title, which is out of focus hopefully at this point where Norristown has to take it one game at a time. They are ranked 8th by computer rankings, and they will play number 32 ranked Spingford High School tonight. This will be a game where Norristown has to come out and dominate early, get to the rebounds, be able to use the offensive press as well as the defensive schemes that they come up with. Let's see if Norristown can hang strong tonight. It's going to be a long game if Norristown comes out slow. They have to set the pace this evening. Let's see if Norristown can be dominant. They usually are when it comes to be playoff time. Let's see if Norristown can repeat and keep the tradition going of playoff basketball here at Norristown Area High School. We'll be back with the start of the first quarter after these short messages. Stick with us here on NASD TV, channel 28. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Norristown Area High School. Once again, Steve Acavino here at Norristown, and glad to have you back for the 2008-2009 PIAA playoffs. We had the girls' game earlier, which the Lady Eagles defeated Upper Dublin 52-46 in that contest, and now we're ready for the second game tonight. It will be featuring the Norristown Eagles versus the Spingford Rams. Rams are ranked 32. Norristown is ranked 8th. Check that, Norristown is 9th in the rankings. If Norristown were to come out with a win in this game, they will play 8th ranked Westchester Ruston. But they have to get through this hurdle before they can get to the next. All right, both teams getting ready to be introduced here. And here comes your Norristown starting lineup. Sheldon Mayer takes the court for the Eagles. There's Khalif Wyatt, number 5 for the Eagles. Lorenzo Christmas on the floor. James Ramsey on the court here for your Norristown Eagles. The Eagles have had a pretty good season, but still not, I think, the season that in their minds that they were capable of having. But the important part of it is that they're in the playoffs, whether or not they have full confidence will be shown tonight. Norristown has got to come out strong and set the pace to this game. This team is an emotional playing team. Usually the attitude dictates with if they're going to play well or not. And it's going to be interesting to see if Norristown starts off strong tonight. Again, they're playing 32 ranked Springford. 8 minutes on the clock. We're going to get ready for the tip-off here of this game. And we're off and running. Springford coming up, opening drive, 2 points for the Rams. And Springford is showing that they're here to play, and they're not going to back down from this Norristown team. 7:47 to play now in the first quarter, 2-0 Springford. And here goes Sheldon Mayer and the Norristown offense. Gardner inside, pass is up for two, and Norristown ties the game here 2-2 with 7:25 to play in the first quarter. Mayer intercepts the pass, and here it is to Ramsey. Ramsey trying to make something happen, doesn't, out of bounds. Ball will stay with Norristown out on Springford. So early on, Norristown gets the ball back on a Springford turnover. 7:14 to play, first quarter, 2-2. Basketball there, tipped back, put back is off the hands of Norristown, and possession arrow for Springford, 7:09 to play. Early on, teams look like they have a lot of energy. It'll be the first team that harnesses that energy that will have the advantage. We'll see. Shot there by Springford is a little bit off. Here comes the rebound. That one's off, and Norristown comes up. That was Jarrell Gardner. And here comes Norristown. Bounce pass there. Ramsey passes back out. Wyatt thought about the three, but he'll drive inside. Gardner has it. It's off on Jarrell Gardner. Back to Springford on the possession there. 6:37 now to play in this first quarter. Ball out of bounds once again. Credited to Norristown, so Springford will get to inbound. Under 6.5 now to play in this first quarter. We're all tied up here, 2-2. Jump shot there. That one drained by Springford there. 4-2 now. Springford up by 2, but Ramsey has it for Norristown. Ramsey back out to Wyatt. Mayer has it. Thinks about it. Bounce pass inside for Gardner, and that one is in. Tie game here, 4-4, approaching 6 minutes now to play in this first quarter. Both teams showing equal ability so far on the floor. Gardner applying pressure there for Norristown, but the Rams maintain the ball movement. Here's a shot there on the 2-point line there for the Rams. Comes up short, but here comes Wyatt. Nice move there. Foul on Springford. 5:34 on the clock. 4-4. We are all tied up here. Norristown will go to the line. Wyatt makes the first. He will get another. And Wyatt converts, so it's now 6-4. Norristown up by 2. Under 5.5 now to play in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on NASD TV Channel 8. The beginning of 2008-2009 playoffs. Boys basketball, Norristown hosting Springford. And Springford with the basketball there, comes up short on the rebound opportunity, and Sheldon Mayer comes up with the basketball. Norristown has it. 5 minutes now to play. Bounce pass inside, Wyatt. That's off the glass, sits on the rim, and finally goes in. So 8-4, Norristown opens up a 4-point lead now with 4:45 to go in the quarter. Ooh, shot there is drained there. Make it 2 points, 8-6. Springford only down by 2. Gardner. Gardner pushing it off the glass for 2, 10-6 now. Norristown opens up the 4-point lead again. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play now in this first quarter. Ball stripped away for a second by Sheldon Mayer, but regained by the Rams. Shot here is good. 10-8 now. Rams down by 2. 4 minutes now to play. First quarter action here. Norristown High School has filled up here for this for this playoff contest. Mayer throws it back out to Ramsey, back inside. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt with the basketball spin and drains another two. Khalif Wyatt showing his versatility on the court. Makes it 12-8. Norristown leading by 4, 3:28 now to go in this first quarter. Here's Springford drive in the lane. Layup is good. 3:16 now to play, 12-10. Springford is not going away, keeping the differential to 2 here between the teams. Ramsey throws it back out to Gardner. 2-3 zone defense for the Rams, but that does not stop Norristown from scoring on that drive. 14-10. Norristown back up by 4. 2:40 now to play. First half action. Springford comes up short and a foul. All right, Springford at the line. First shot is off the mark. 2:30 as it stands on the clock to play in the first quarter when we resume play here after this foul shot. To cut the lead to 3. And the Rams convert. So 3-point lead now for the Eagles, 14-11. 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Shot off the mark. Gardner rebound. Ball's loose, but finally picked up by the Rams. Nice attempt there by Norristown to try to get to the rebound and get the putback. They do not. And here comes Springford. Rams trying to fight this defense. 2-3 zone defense for Norristown at this point, and Wyatt tips it away, but Springford, good job getting it back to it, but finally given away there, and Wyatt will go up with the basketball and put 2 more on the board for Norristown. Up by 5, 16-11. The Eagles are, and 1:46 on the clock. Stoppage of play here as we have a foul. I believe that foul is going to be on Khalif Wyatt. That'll be his first of the game, as we now will have an inbound of the basketball by Springford. Rams still have the basketball. 1:35 now to play. Two-three zone defense once again for the Eagles, but that does not stop the Rams as they come up on a conversion there, 16-13. Rams only down by 3, 1:18 to play now in this first quarter, and a foul called on Springford. That'll send Jarrell Gardner to the line. Substitutions for Norristown as Sheldon Mayer is out of the game for now. Tom Smith, number 50, is in the game. And boy, watch for him. He is a playmaker. 1:11 now to play. It's 18-13. Norristown opens back up a 5-point lead here in the first quarter. really feeling the pressure is Springford. They maintain the basketball. Look at the defensive pressure that Norristown's putting. Lane opens up there, though. Shot off the mark, and possession will be coming back towards Norristown. Boy, the defense right now for Norristown is really putting pressure and applying it to the Springford offense. Really, Springford had to rush their play options there, and Norristown comes up with the forced turnover. 42 seconds to play now in the first quarter. 18-13. Norristown up by 5. Gardner with the basketball. Tosses it back out to Ramsey. Smith has it. Bounce pass inside is almost picked off, but Gardner keeps it in play. Here's Wyatt for 3. Wyatt off the mark as Tom Smith tries to get it foul on Smith. Basketball going back to Springford on the possession arrow. 20.6 seconds to play. First quarter, 18-13, Norristown. .11 seconds to play. Springford has the basketball. Shot is up and drained by Springford. 18-15. Trying to close the gap is Springford at the buzzer. Shot is off its mark there from Tom Smith. So at the end of the first quarter, Norristown has a 3-point lead, 18-15. So Springford, even though ranked 32, has showed that they can come out and at least compete with the Norristown Eagles. And that's one thing I'd have to say, and I'll be quite vocal on this, is that I am not so crazy about the computer ranking systems of the PIAA conference here. Hey, any team at any time can be beat by any ranked team no matter what. It's just the same saying as it is in football. Any given Sunday, a team can come out and beat you. So Norristown cannot take this game lightly. I would ignore the rankings completely and stick to the focus of the game, and that is going out and playing your heart out and trying to keep their mistakes to a minimum. Well, right now, Norristown and Springford are playing at an even pace, I would think. Norristown has a little bit of the edge, and we can attribute that to the lead that they have on the scoreboard. But Norristown still needs to take this game seriously, as it is now playoff season. Not to say that Norristown does not take every game seriously, because they do. They play their hearts out. A lot of talent on this Norristown team. 7:57 now. We are into the second quarter here. 18-15. Norristown leading by 3. Khalif Wyatt on the court. Turnover. Norristown will turn the ball over, and that's one thing that will really hurt this team this evening if they continue to turn the basketball over. The pace of this game has been set, I think, pretty well for both teams. It's been a really quick first quarter. Let's see if we can continue stoppage-free here for a good portion of this second quarter. Not many stoppages in the first quarter. One reason for this game moving, but already right there we have a collision and another stoppage of play with 7:38 on the clock. Still score stands 18-15. Norristown leading by 3. They will get the basketball back. Norristown continues to make substitutions. .732 if you just joined us here. Welcome to Norristown Area High School. Steve Iacovino, happy to have you with us here tonight on NASD TV Channel 28. 2008-2009 boys PIAA basketball playoffs. This is the first game between Norristown and the Springford Rams. Norristown ranked 9th, Springford ranked 32. Well, pass is almost out of the reach there for Norristown. Wyatt puts up a 3-pointer. That one is off the side of the rim. Turnover goes right to Springford. Shot there is off the glass. Rebound is picked up by Springford, and we'll have a foul there on Norristown. Non-shooting foul. Springford inbound. 7 minutes now to play in the first half. 18-15. Springford continuing to move the basketball around. Shot there for three is just a little too long there. Springford really wants to tie this ball game. Let's see what happens. Norristown trying to answer. They do not on that rebound there, and no, and let's see, foul. I believe it's going to be on Springford. It is inbound at Norristown, so Norristown will get to keep possession here. 6:40 on the clock, second quarter, 18-15. Norristown still up by 3. We have not seen the score change here for a good time. I believe about a minute and a half at least. Norristown finds themselves back at the line. That shot is no good for Norristown, so 6:33 now to play in this first half. 18-15, still Norristown up by 3. Springford trying to get their offense going here. Pass there is blocked. Norristown takes advantage as they move up the court, and that's going to be a double dribble. So Norristown double dribbles the basketball, and it is possession back to Springford. So Springford getting a break early on. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. 6:17 on the clock here. 18-15. It remains. Springford does not take advantage, and Gardner had to be a little bit careful. Almost got pickpocketed there. But Norristown able to regain possession of the basketball. Norristown continuing to work here as the defense for Springford, 2-3 zone. Now to a man-to-man. Gardner has it, moves, and boy, in the post area is not able to get the basket as it spins out. 5:30 now to play in the second quarter. 18-15, still a 3-point game. Here's Springford driving inside, and a foul. Bucket does not go. That will send Springford to the line. Shot there is just off the mark there. A little bit long on that shot. If you watched his follow through there, and a little too much on the ball. Not quite the shot he was looking for. But able to put the second free throw in the basket there and end the scoring drought by both teams. 18-16. Springford only down by 2. 4:58 to play now in this first half. All right, here's Ramsey. He has it. Mayer with the basketball, throws it back out. And shot there off the glass for 2. Here comes Springford, though, on the counter. Shot there for 3. That one rolls cleanly across the rim, and Sheldon Mayer tries to make that play happen, but a little too quick there as Norristown travels with the basketball. 4:17 now to play in the first half. Norristown pulls ahead by 4, 20-16. But Springford regains the possession on the arrow, so here they come. Defensive pressure from Norristown has really made Springford rush early on. Let's see if they can overcome it. And a foul called on Norristown. That will send Springford back to the line with 4:01 to go on the clock. Boy, Springford has really had their hands full. They really want to slow the pace of this game down a little bit, but Norristown on defense has just been relentless and not letting them get set. Let's see if Springford can capitalize here at the charity stripe. First shot is clean there. 20-17 now. Here's to cut the deficit to 2. And Springford does capitalize on both free throws. So with 4:01 to play in this first half, Norristown's lead is cut to 2, 20-18. James Ramsey to inbound. And Sheldon Mayer hands it off to Khalif Wyatt. Shot there is off the rim, and Springford will come up with the basketball and start to move up court here and try to break through this defense of Norristown. Ball off Norristown. Possession remains with Springford. 3:32 now in the second quarter. Both teams are in the free throw bonus at this point, 17 fouls apiece. Norristown back into man-to-man defense. Foul again on Norristown. Springford back to the line. And most of Springford's scoring in this second quarter has come from the free throw line. Let's see if they can continue. Springford does not, so it's Norristown's ball. And boy, does that ever get the crowd into it. Slam dunk and the foul, 22-18. And boy, nothing gets this Norristown crowd riled up like a good slam dunk once in a while. So 3:13 on the clock. Norristown's trying to break out the acrobatics to get this crowd back in the game. And there's a conversion of the three-point play there by Norristown, 23-18, as fouls called on that play. One and one coming up for Norristown, so they'll be revisiting the free throw line. 3:08 now as it stands to play in this first half. Well, a game that started off sort of mundane has turned around in a heartbeat here in the second quarter. This crowd is back into it, silenced for most of the first half, but now seem to be enjoying themselves. Looking around here, a good turnout for this first playoff game. As we mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast, and we will mention throughout the broadcast, this is the beginning of the 2008-2009 boys basketball PIAA playoffs. The march to the PIAA state finals, which once again this year will be held in State College, Pennsylvania at the Bryce Jordan Center. Quite familiar with that facility up at University Park, Pennsylvania. But Norristown knows if they're going to get there, they're going to have to take it one game at a time and stay focused and in the moment as they do there with that shot. 24-18 as it stands now, and that's how it will stand for the time being with 3:08 to play as we will restart action here with Spingford. And a nice stroke there from Springford, make it 24-20. Springford only down by 4, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play now in this first half. Gardner with the wraparound. And Gardner's able to extend the lead to 6 for the Eagles. Just under 2 1/4 now to play. First half, Springford with the shot. That one rolls across. Norristown trying to come up with the ball. It is almost out, but good job to keep it back in. But a turnover there. Springford cannot come up with the rebound at all. And here's Wyatt. He'll go up with a nice floater there. 28-20. Approaching 2 minutes to play now in the half. Boy, what a graceful shot there by Khalif Wyatt. It's almost as if he froze there in midair for a second, but Norristown opens up the 8-point lead. Springford will go back to the free throw line once again. Last foul was on Jarrell Gardner. I believe that'll be his first foul of the game. Again, both teams are tied at 9 team fouls apiece for this first half. Minute 48 now to play, and Sheldon Mayer has it for the Eagles. Hands off to Khalif Wyatt, and off the foot of Wyatt. Play that never developed there, and turnover back to Springford. Turnover there by Springford, back to Sheldon Mayer. Minute 34 now to play. Mayer hangs on to it, trying to bleed the clock a little bit. Minute and 20 on the clock. Norristown up by 8, 28-20. Ramsey is really interfered with there as jump ball called. Possession will remain with Norristown. All right, after official timeout there, it looks like they're going to change that ruling. It's going to be Springford ball on the possession arrow. Approaching 1 minute to play in this first half. 28-20, once again, Norristown up by 8. Springford looking to get something going in their offensive department here as they're trying to fight off the defense for Norristown. Spin move there, inside the lane, lost once again. Norristown's defense is proving to be a little bit too much right now for the offense. Turnover there for Norristown. It'll be coming back to Springford. That last foul there by Norristown puts them into 10 team fouls for the half. So they're in double digits there in that department, and 48.1 seconds to play in the first half. Springford. Shot there at the top of the key is short. Boy, Springford is just not having time to find a really clear lane to shoot from, and kudos to Norristown for not giving them the open shot. They're really just shutting down all the scoring lanes for Springford. So that's the difference so far. 5 seconds to play in the first half. Wyatt with the basketball. At the buzzer, that one off the mark, and at the end of the first half, Norristown leads it 28-20 over Springford. Norristown looking pretty good on defense. They're shutting down the scoring lanes of Springford early on, so let's hope that Norristown continue. We'll be back for the second half of this playoff game after this. Norristown leads it 28-20. Join us on the other side. All right, welcome back to Norristown Area High School. It's the 2008-2009 PIAA Boys Basketball Playoffs here. Glad to have you by. I'm Steve Acavino. And Norristown is leading this game over Springford 28-20, and we're just coming out of halftime now, 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready to start this second half. Let's see if Norristown can continue to apply the pressure as they have done on defense, but also get their offensive legs working a little bit harder this half. Let's see. Norristown starting out with it. Ramsey to Gardner. And we're underway. 7:50 now in the third quarter. Wyatt drives, throws it back out. Mayer, jump shot there. That one skids right across the basket. Springford coming up with the basketball. Shot there is off target for Springford. Out of bounds, and possession arrow to Norristown. 7:16 on the clock here, third quarter. Once again, if you just joined us, Norristown is leading at 28-20 over 32 ranked Springfield. Norristown ranked, as we mentioned, in the PIAA computer ranking systems as number 9. Wyatt has the basketball, breaks through, 2 defenders, and again a nice little floater into the basket. Norristown up by 10, 30-20. Wyatt doing a great job there. Had a breakthrough 2 to get to that basket. Springford shot there on the line. That's for 2. 30-22 now. 6:37 to play now in the third quarter. Khalif Wyatt almost stripped of the basketball there, but Gardner gets it back. Excuse me, that's Ramsey. Gardner trying for the rebound and not come up with it for the Eagles. Springford has it just under 6:20 to play. Ball stripped loose by Norristown. Out of bounds, though. It will stay with the Rams. 30-22. Here's Springford. Ball almost lost there by the Rams, but good way to keep control. And Springford picks off the ball there and can't come up with that one. Try for the rebound, comes short. Gardner back with the basketball for the Eagles, 30-24. Norristown up by 6. Ramsey is thankful there that that wasn't a turnover. Just was able to keep his fingers off the basketball with 5:41 to play. Norristown regains possession, 30-24. Foul on Springford. And there's Wyatt. So Wyatt adds 2 more, 32-24, 5:27 to play in this third quarter. Here comes Springford trying to answer right back. Handoff there, inside, ball's loose. Foul called. 2 shots coming up for Springford. Foul on Norristown. Foul on Ramsey. That's his first team foul of the half for Norristown. First shot is up and good. Here comes the second. And the second is also converted by the Rams, 32-26. Again, 6-point lead for the Eagles. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to play in this third quarter. Norristown loses the basketball for a second, but regained there by Gardner. Wyatt thought about it, throws it back out. Mayer drives, spin move, throws it back out, clear to Ramsey, who is off his mark with the 3-pointer there, but Jarrell Gardner there tried his best to keep the basketball in play for the Eagles, but it's going right back here with the Rams. Valiant effort, though, nonetheless. Spin move there. That one is a little bit long there on this jump shot there for the Rams. Basket does not go for the Eagles. Put back for Wyatt does not go, but they will get the foul call. .425 as it stands on the clock when we resume play. Wyatt's first shot rolls in off the glass, and that is one. As we mentioned, after this year, Khalif Wyatt will be attending Temple University. So we wish him the best of luck as he converts on his second shot. 34-26 is your score right now. Norristown leading it, 4:19 to play, third quarter. Rams have the basketball. Short jump shot there is off the side of the rim, and here comes Sheldon Mayer for Norristown into Tom Smith. He'll float that one up. Timeout called by Springford. Norristown increases their lead to 10. 36-26, 3:59 to play, third quarter. So Springford takes the timeout before Norristown could do any more damage. All right, both teams out of the timeout. Here comes Springford. Thought about a shot there, does not. Drive, inside, foul, bucket does not go, and Springford will go to line, and I believe have a shot at 2 here. They will. 3:38 to go on the clock, 36-26. Norristown leading by 10. First shot is just a little bit long there. Didn't quite get the roll off his hand as he wanted to for Springford. So let's see, trying to at least convert here, and they do. 36-27 as the score stands now. We're approaching about 3.5 to play. Third quarter here at Norristown Area High School, 2008-2009 PIAA Boys Basketball Playoffs. Norristown hosting Springford. Norristown is the 9th seed in the playoffs. Springford, the number 32 seed. Those rankings were determined by the PIAA computer ranking system. Springford has the basketball right now. Jump shot there. Nice shot, and it's now 36-29, 3:09 to play, third quarter. So Springford is chipping away slowly but surely at Norristown's lead. Norristown has got to protect it here as Khalif Wyatt makes a few spins there, finally passes it off. Shot there is blocked, foul on Springford. I'll send Norristown back to the line. Shots missed there by the Eagles, so they will get another shot. That shot is also off the mark. Ball's loose. No signal yet from the officials. Finally, it's determined Springford will come up with the possession here with 2:51 to play in the third quarter. Norristown leading at 36-29. Norristown up by only 7 points. They were up by 10. Springford turns it over again. And Norristown will have the basketball right back. Nice feed from Khalif Wyatt. Boy, did that play happen fast, and boy, did that get the crowd back into it once again. Every once in a while, this crowd seems to get out of it, but Khalif Wyatt figures out a way how to get the crowd back on his feet again. Wyatt has it, hands it to Smith, gets the basket. Listen to this crowd. 2 minutes to play, 40-29. Norristown up by 11. This crowd's ready. As Norristown takes the timeout, Coach Evans high-fives his players for their efforts so far, and the crowd shows its support. Well, a couple of great plays there, get Norristown right back in the thick of things. Just when it looks like they're starting to become a little down and out, they find a way to rejuvenate themselves a little bit, and that's what's special about this Norristown team is they always seem to find a way to find that spark just in the right moment. And they lead by 11. 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. All right, both teams are headed back to the floor. Timeout is over. So Tom Smith drew the foul on the last play, so he will be at the foul line. Springford really trying to get through the full court press. Out of bounds, and Norristown on the possession arrow. Norristown has really turned the dial up to aggressive now. Boy, Springford did not even get down the court on that last play. It's really starting to become difficult for the Rams to generate any offense against this Norristown defense. 41-29, minute 39 to play, third quarter. Norristown with the basketball. Shot up, spins around and in, make it 43-29. Norristown in command here, minute 27. Ball almost stripped away, ball is on the ground. And I believe a timeout taken, yes, by Springford. Springford trying to take away some of this energy from Norristown. Boy, Norristown is really, after the last few plays, has turned it around here, become a lot more aggressive on both sides of the basketball, and have really turned up the heat against this Springford team. Springford was pretty much, I think, playing in step with this team, but boy, it's starting to show now as Norristown's turning up the dial a little bit that they're having trouble staying with them, and the scoreboard shows it. So Norristown will come out of this timeout. Hope to keep the pressure applied to Springford. So let's see, we got a minute 22 still to play in the third quarter. Once again, if you just joined us, the score is Norristown 43, the Springford Rams 29 at this point. Springford to inbound. Rams with the basketball. Bucket and the foul. Springford will have an attempt here for the three-point play. Springford players are too trying to show a little emotion out there, showing that they can get into this game just as much as Norristown can get into it, trying to shift around the momentum, and that's a way to do it. The crowd's starting to get quiet again here at Norristown. 43-32 is the score now. Norristown leading it. Under a minute now to play in this third quarter. Smith has it, he'll throw it back out. Here's Ramsey with the basketball. .45 seconds to play in the quarter. Norristown just bleeding time off the clock. We're down to under a half a minute to play. 43-32, Norristown leading it, and we have a foul here. This will be against Springford, so Ramsey will inbound. 13 to play now, third quarter. Tom Smith has it for the Eagles. He'll pass it back out. Norristown will get the offense in motion. Throws it back out. Three-point shot there is up and no good. 1 second to play, and that will end the third quarter. 43-32, Norristown leading it over the Spingford Rams as we move into the fourth and final quarter of this contest. And if the Norristown Eagles continue to play at this caliber, they will be moving on to the second round of the playoffs, but let's focus on the fourth quarter of this game. There is a tradition in basketball and tournament play that you don't talk about the next step until you've climbed the one in front of you. So the Eagles are trying to do just that here this evening, as we have 8 minutes on the clock and we're set to go in this fourth and final quarter. Khalif Wyatt will start things off here. Ramsey will take control. Inside to Smith, who is fouled. Smith with his own rebound. Here's Springford on the counter. No basket, and a foul is called on Norristown. 7:42 on the clock here. Final quarter of the second half. 45-32. Norristown is leading here. First shot is up and good. Here comes a second. And that is also converted there by the Rams, make it 45-34, 11-point game for the Eagles. Mayer almost loses it. Smith finds an opening. Tries to do the reverse layup, cannot. Springford comes up with it. 7:19 to play now. Ball taken away by Wyatt. Wyatt behind the back. Ooh. That basket doesn't count, but Wyatt sure as heck tried to convert there on his first attempt. But he will now try to convert his foul shots as he steps up to the line. Norristown is in the bonus now, as there are 17 fouls for Springford, 4 for Norristown in this half. I have to say one thing, is Norristown has pretty much stayed clean this game. They haven't taken, I think, any unnecessary fouls this game. 7-12 as it stands on the clock here, fourth quarter. And Wyatt converts, make it 47-34. Norristown is up by 13. Long jump shot, drain there. That's 2 points for Springford. 47-36. Here's Sheldon Mayer. He'll hand it off to Wyatt, who again has 2 defenders on him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. So things are still moderately, I would say, quiet here in the stands, at least for the time being, with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Just joined us again. The score stands 47 for Norristown, 36 for the visiting Springford Rams. Springford players had a nice drive down 422 to get to the high school. About a little less than a 20-minute drive down here to Norristown. And Tom Smith puts up two there for the Eagles, 49-36. Basket there by the Rams, 6:12 now to play, fourth quarter. Norristown answers right back on the counter. Just under 6 minutes now to play in the game, 51-38. Norristown with the lead. Out on Norristown, Springford remains on possession. Shot there, that one's for three. That one is off, and Norristown picks up the rebound. Ramsey, here's it to Wyatt. Wyatt spins around to Smith, and Smith, another floater into the basket there, 53-38. And Tom Smith is getting his act together late in the second half. 5:19 now to play in the game. This foul's also going to be called on Tom Smith. Let's see. They're not going to call it on Smith. First shot off the front of the rim for the Rams. Second shot, though, is converted. We are at 53-39. Norristown still has a decent lead. 5:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Ramsey controls the basketball. He'll throw it over to Mayer. Mayer's met right with a defender. Gives it back out to Khalif White, who throws it over to Ramsey. Norristown has controlled the clock pretty well this game, I would say that much, and they're doing it here again, knowing how to move the basketball around, and that one is long. As Wyatt is still on the court, he was protesting something there, but he got back up, and Springford has the basketball now, and a foul is called there on the play. 4:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Technical foul on Khalif Wyatt. That's what I gather. No, that's what it's going to be. Yep, technical foul, Khalif Wyatt. So Springford will have their foul shots there at the charity stripe. 4:35 as it stands on the clock. First shot is a little bit long there, and the score stands 53-39 Norristown. Second shot is on the mark, 53-40. So now the lead cut to 13. So Springford still has the work cut out for them. But Springford will be getting the basketball right back here. Position arrow, Norristown, so 4:29 to play. And Norristown leading by 13, 53-40. Both teams are in the free throw bonus at this point. 18 fouls for Springford, 7 for Norristown, even though the scoreboard doesn't indicate that that is the case. Ramsey at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Ramsey will get a second. And Ramsey does convert, make it 55-40, 15-point lead for Norristown, approaching 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play in this game. Shot there is up and good. Timeout, Springford. 55-42 with 4:03 to play. Again, you're joining us here on NASD TV channel 28 for the 2008-2009 playoffs here, PIAA playoffs between Norristown and Springford. You're just tuning in, the score reads 55-42 Norristown, and we have 4 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock. The first half was pretty decent paced first half. The second half has been a little bit slower, but still nonetheless we've seen a few really good momentum shifting plays from Norristown that really have turned the crowd in good standing for their players tonight, I'd say that much. And Norristown's just doing a great job of keeping the ball moving and keeping the clock going as well. They've done a good job in time management this evening. Let's see if they can continue. .330 now to play in the fourth quarter. Smith has it. Nice spin move there, but they're going to call him on the travel. He took a little bit more than 2 steps on that play. Some officials will give you about 2.5, but no more. And that was definitely a travel nonetheless. Here comes Springford with under 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the game. They've got to somehow try to find a way to call them back from the deficit. But they're not going to do it with plays like that. Turnover there. Smith running, misses the basket. Put back there is golden for Norristown. Oh, Smith had a little bit too much speed on that play, and good job for Norristown to get back and get the rebound. 2:53 to play. That basket will count. Foul on Norristown. It makes it 57-44 pending the outcome of these 2 free throws. Springford can erase a little bit more of the deficit. Springford down by 13. Basketball in front of the rim and no good. Smith tries but can't. Foul on Norristown. Basketball is coming back to Springford on the possession arrow. 2:43 to play in this game. 57-44 Norristown. All right, his first shot there is converted. Second one coming up. Second shot, it misses there for the Rams, so it's 57-45. Approaching 2.5 minutes to play in this contest here as we have Khalif Wyatt with the basketball for the Eagles. Ooh, tries to throw it there to Mayer. Mayer tries to keep the ball in play, and he hits the court hard. But he gets back up. All right, so here comes Springford. Ooh, ball almost tipped away there by Wyatt, isn't, and that results in the scoring opportunity there for the Rams. 57-47, Rams only down by 10. Here comes Sheldon Mayer. Mayer is fouled. And Sheldon Mayer is wincing a little bit. Mayer is certainly in some discomfort. He makes a first foul shot. Let's see if he can make the second. He does, and Sheldon Mayer is feeling some pain there after that last play where he hit the floor. But Spingford comes back there, 59-49. The Rams get the rebound. The putback there is short, and Sheldon Mayer is fouled. .146 to play in this game, 59-49, Norristown up by 10. 2 foul shots coming Sheldon Mayer's way. Mayer converts on both, 61-49. Ball stripped by Sheldon again. Here he comes, and off the glass for 2. Springford paid for the turnover there, and 63-49 Norristown with 1:30 to play now in the fourth quarter. Ball almost stripped away again. Springford trying to hold on to it. Short jump shot there, hits the side of the rim. It's off of Norristown, so it will stay with Springford at this point. And 3-point field goal there for the Rams. 63-52. Approaching a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Now we're under a minute. Springford down by 11. Shot there for 3, drained. Another 3-pointer by Springford. 63-55. All of a sudden, Springford is loosening up the arms a little bit, starting to hit from downrange. Springford is forced to foul here with 43.6 seconds. That sends Norristown back to the line. I believe this is Ramsey. Yep, Ramsey will be shooting. First shot is off the glass. Here's his second. That one is nothing but net there, 64-55. And here comes Springford. Shot there is long. Rebound opportunity. There will be none. Here comes Jarrell Gardner. Gardner is fouled. No basket there. 26.2 seconds to play. 64-55. Norristown. Shot there by Gardner is converted. Second one coming up. That one missed target there, and immediately Springford fouls. 23 seconds to play. 65-55. 10-point lead for your Norristown Eagles here, trying to get into the second round of the PIAA playoffs here for the second year in a row. Here comes substitutions for Springford. That second foul shot was off the mark as it hit the front of the rim. Under 20 seconds to play now. Springford tries to come up with a bucket. They do not. Pass out to Wyatt. 11 seconds to play. Norristown will just dribble. Oh, unbelievable there. They're going to call Wyatt on the backcourt. Did not get the basketball out of the backcourt quick enough, and he paid for it there, and the Rams come up with the basketball there on that turnover, and doesn't matter. That's the end of the game. Norristown wins this one 65-55. So by 10 points, Norristown will be moving on to the next round. Stay tuned. Post-game show coming up next. We'll see you on the other side of our commercial break. All right, welcome back here in the post-game show. The Eagles had great clock management tonight. Great efforts from Tom Smith and Khalif Wyatt as well in this 65-55 victory over the Springford Rams. So the Eagles will be moving on to the second round of the playoffs. And they're just going to need to continue to come out and play great basketball like they did this evening to continue to move on. It's going to be a little bit tougher as they will face 8th-ranked Westchester Ruston in the next round, and I believe that game is coming up soon. So the Eagles will have a rest period and some more time to practice, but it's only going to get harder. The Eagles played really well tonight. A valiant effort from everyone on the team. Thanks for joining us for this 2008-2009 first-round playoff game. I'm Steve Acavino for our NASD TV crew, Jim Gallagher and Samantha Pitkin, our director, John Doyle. Thanks for joining us once again. We hope to see you back here soon for our next round of playoff games here on NASD TV channel 28. Signing off from Norristown, Steve Acavino. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next time.